Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we left off, we kinda just had a miscellaneous video. We didn't recruit anyone outside of Cyril, but Cyril doesn't really count as another unit. Well, I mean, he does, but I personally don't count as another unit. So, we're gonna end off today. And we're gonna teach our students about stuff. And also considering we upgraded our renown and our I can't think of the name of the thing, sadly. The statues and stuff, we can actually boost our characters' stats and how much they gain. So let's start off with Ingrid, because Ingrid's the character I want to have improve the most, probably. Let's get her flying, actually. Her flying should be significantly higher than what it is.
I appreciate your That was challenging.
Also, if I may... Oh, you could do that. I actually did not know that. But I do want... oh, she could already get to Pegasus Knight. Well, I mean, this is just good for later processes, like, I guess, later. We'll probably make, after that, we'll probably just make her into a paladin, so we should start working on riding for her. Yeah. So whenever you see the saint picture is the picture you have a boost with. So, yep, it even tells you right there. Really nice way of keeping track of like who's what and what you can improve on. So, and that we're gonna have you focusing a little bit more on your faith.
Yes, that's it. I'll get the next one too.
I know you will.
I learned a lot.
Kinda. Not enough I really want you to. As for Sylvain, I want Sylvain to learn a lot more reason.
I seem to be on a roll. Hey, that was useful. I thought this was a test.
Sylvain, you better use this. If you don't, I'm gonna be very mad.
Alright, that's enough.
I'll praise you a bit.
Hey, that was...
Yeah. Next up, Ash. You know what? Yeah, let's get Ash up a bit. Ash, I want you to become... Yeah, I'll be for Ash besides Sniper. Yeah, if there's anything I want Ash to become... What would I want you to become? You know what? Having you as a Wyvern Lord wouldn't be that bad. So, axes have to be at B. Wow. Oh. Oh, yeah, Sauna increases stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Let's get your flying up.
Am I starting to...
I would hope so.
That's a relief. This will be
Come on, Ash. Just get a little more. Close enough. I'll tell you what I can get. Mercedes. You know what? I want you to actually have a little more physics going in.
Yes, very good. I'm getting much better.
I hope you are, because this is the class I want you to become, and it's going to be a nightmare getting you up to that. Give you a little more faith.
Thank you, Professor.
No thanks needed. Just do your best for the love of everything. So, group task. Felix and Ingrid. You know what? Considering I want Ash to be in there, and Ingrid, you're just a good flyer in general, yeah. Also, we're not going to, like, mess this up, right? Oh yeah, they can still get a lot more relationships up. So now we can customize our classes and what I want everyone to be like. I think I went over this prior. Ash, I really don't want you to learn that. Your bow is decent enough as it is, so let's give you flying as a main and axes as a sub. Not exactly proud of this, but that's probably what you're gonna have to do for a bit. Sylvain, your spear is going to be alright, but I want you to learn reasoning on the side. Reasoning and riding. Mercedes, as much as I want you to just kind of go ham and learn all of this, I'll actually learn two things at once. Annette, you're fine. Ingrid, you're fine. Cyril, you're fine, and I don't care for you. As for Dimitri, I'm going to throw a little bit of caution towards the wind. I'm going to give him heavy armor, and we'll give you riding. Riding? No. Heavy armor is what I want, but... Or is riding the one I want? We'll give you swords. It'll be weird, but I think this is the best alternative I have for you right now. To do heavy armor and axes is fine. Axes being the C+, I want to change that into riding and heavy armor. There's no particular reason for this. I just want to see if I could do something. So, let's hope I can. Speaking of lectures.
I'd like to ask you something.
What's up, Ingrid? Art's never been my forte. Whenever I apply myself in my sketch-a-ton, I don't seem to improve much. I can even eversion? I'm not reading that right. Imagine so perfectly in my head it turns into something physical. Then I feel good about, eluding lore. Don't worry about it, and don't worry about the end result. Just keep practicing. Imperfection in your art adds the charm. Focusing on forensics and detail. Forensics, wow, that's not right. Just keep practicing.
That's right.
I don't think that was a yes or no question, Ingrid. That was just kind of like, what do I think? And wow, we just getting a lot of level points for that. You're now C+. We now have more ability activity points when it comes to battling. Nice.
Professor?
Sylvain, I don't want you to upgrade. Sylvain wants to talk to us. Okay. What happened this time, Sylvain?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk.
How so?
Hey, don't get mad. I was joking. Ah, forget it. What do you need?
What, saying we're not beautiful enough for you? Girl problem, Sylvain?
I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So, I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit complicated.
You know what? Flat out, jerk move.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life.
I know
I'm
that.
not good for nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble.
True enough.
I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
Nope, not remotely.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things. Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy. Or rather, a stud horse.
Oh, yeah. Still, regardless. It's a little cynical regardless.
Perhaps, but that doesn't change the fact that these girls don't love me. They only love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl, and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
You don't think that way anymore? I mean, that's a very valid question.
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
Sylvain, I feel like you should probably check yourself out a little bit more before you do yourself like that. Because with your pains and suffering, I can understand you actually feeling that way.
We'll get this done together.
Right. No time to lose.
Okay, busy bees, go on.
We did well enough.
Okay, it looks like Ash got another level up. Did, good.
There's so much left to learn.
I'm getting much better.
That's good.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Hit and run.
I get it.
Ugh. So here's the question now. Do we have support conversations? Nope, just us and Annette. How many battles, quest-wise? We have 2. Well, we'll knock them out one fell swoop. But that's not going to be this month. I'm going to try to do stuff a little more, like, I guess convenient, I guess is a good way to say it. But, yeah, we're going to try to do stuff in the way that I feel it's necessary. Felix, you're fine. Ash, you're fine. Sylvain will get there. Mercedes will get there. You'll get there. Ingrid, you'll still need a little practice. Still, you're fine. You're never going to be used. So, I'll try to bolster our relationship with everyone else now. I guess Annette wants to talk. Alright, sure. I don't mind talking.
I'm so sorry, Professor. I somehow overslept and missed our training session. I didn't mean to cause you and the others so much trouble. Imagine if that had happened during one of our missions. It really is inexcusable.
I mean, maybe you should rest a little more.
It's just, when I'm studying tactics, I lose track of time and... Oh, who am I kidding? I've always been like this. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I was a student at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. Even back then, I was pulling all-nighters well before the exams. And I never even noticed I was harming myself. I'm just too focused on my goal. I know I've already told you this, but I really love to learn new things. It's a passion of sorts. I first realized I had the learning bug when I was about 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that.
Care to explain?
When I was about 13, my father left home. He was a devout man, so I figured he'd gone to the monastery. That's why I went to the School of Sorcery, so that I could eventually get accepted at the Officers' Academy. I studied harder than ever, and sure enough, I finally earned a referral. Unfortunately, my passion for learning became more of an obsession. I got so focused, I kind of forgot how to relax. Feels like I've been running in circles ever since.
That's not good. Rest is important work. You're improving yourself just as, yeah, you're improving yourself just. Rest is important work. Don't neglect it.
That's true. Just look at today. If my hard work stops me from working hard, what good is it? Okay, it's decided. From now on, I'll try my best not to try my best.
You have my support on that one.
Yay! With you on my side, I'm sure I'll succeed. From now on, if you see me going overboard, just let me know. I'm a new woman after all.
I feel like that's a horrible idea. Well, I mean, we don't have to feed Annette today. That's a good plus.
Professor.
Hello. Hi to you too. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Yeah. More trouble. Well, I mean, trouble is everywhere. It's not just one person. So, over here. Turn around. Next up is the greenhouse. Cabbage and weeds. Great. Stuff I don't need. Hello. Chef special. So we will feed anyone else? Nope. It's just Ash and Mercedes. From our house that needs to be fed, rather.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know?
I mean, I got my ways. So, next up is... Let's go Marianne with Lycidia.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Oh, that's good.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
Good. Glad I can help. Let's go Linhart with Bernadetta. I said Bernadetta, Dorothea.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Oh, it's fine, you two. We got sherbet for everyone. Ash wants to talk to us. Wow, no one feels comfortable in this talking to us. Okay, cool. Hold on. Yeah, Petra and Caspar, that'd be fine for me.
I would be liking that greatly.
Oh, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Oh, you better eat up. Better eat up and remember who made you the food. Okay, Casper wants to talk to us. No Petra yet. Manuela, nope. Ferdinand. Actually, you know what? Ferdinand and Lawrence will help.
Hygiene manners are essential, even if the quality of the food is poor. Wouldn't you agree, Ferdinand?
Indeed. We may not care for the meal, but we must show our respect for the person who cooked it.
Wow, you two just lost respect points with me. Wow, saying my cooking is kind of bad. Oh, I am kind of steamed at you two now. Leone Raphael.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
That looks delicious.
Yeah, you two eat up. And with that, we have a fair amount of conversations to do. But in return, I am going to waste everyone's time to see if we recruit anyone. Oh, Lydia only wants to talk to us. Okay.
Oh, Professor, are you training too? I was just about to finish up, but if you want to join in, I can stick around a while longer.
That was pretty good. Thank you. You don't have to say just for me, though.
Oh no, it's fine. Just do your thing. Don't mind me. Come on, don't be shy. Phew. I'm beat, but we're finally done.
I mean, sorry.
I was already training when you got here, and I finished right alongside you. Guess I outlasted you, huh?
I wasn't intending to
Speak for
compete.
yourself. I'm always looking to improve. By the way, Professor, something I wanted to ask.
Sure.
Are you really Captain Gerald's kid?
That's what I've been told.
That's a pretty detached tone to take about your own family. What's your opinion of him, then? You must look up to him, at least.
I respect him, yeah.
It doesn't sound like you really appreciate him. You didn't even know until you came here that he used to lead the Knights of Ceros, did you? If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be half the person you are now. You probably never even thought about how lucky you are. Ugh, okay, this really bothers me. Listen, I don't care if you're the teacher and I'm the student. I'm going to outshine you. I know you were some famous mercenary before you came here, but let me tell you something. I'm going to be better than you ever were.
I mean, Gerald was, we
I'll
were.
surpass you in no time at all, so don't blink. You might miss it.
I'll keep my eyes glued, sure. Although extremely weird and creepy in some levels.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's... Good to see you, Professor. I was just on...
Yep, not interested.
Aristocrats are fooled, though. Yes, I'm actually very...
Not interested. Granted, this would only dictate if you actually upgraded your skills at all. I didn't.
So, a teacher. I do find you very...
Eventually. Yeah, there's no point. We haven't upgraded any of our skills, and this week we're going to be taking on the missions and such. Instructions! Children! Children! Bedrek Maktif! I can't do that anymore. Felix, you're kinda in a cruddy situation with that. I mean, at least with Sylvain, I know what I want with him. Here, Sylvain, take all the experience you can get from this.
Hey, that...
Shoot. Sugar shoot. And that would you be so kind?
It's all coming together.
I would hope so. Let's go with swords.
Yes.
I have an idea what I want, but it's going to take a while
Am I
to
making
see
progress?
the fruits of my progress.
I'll get the next one. I learned a lot.
I hope you will.
time. Thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you for for learning. Mercedes, you're that one I don't know what I want to do with. Actually, can Mercedes turn into what I... Yes, she can. Then in that case, I want her to have riding. Riding and magic should be fine.
Thank you, Professor. I'm sure I'll get it again next.
I hope so.
Yes. Thank you, Professor.
Anytime.
I'm getting much better.
Good to know. Ash, you could get axes a little higher. I can afford it with you.
So this is how it's done. I've learned a lot.
I was kind of went for a perfect, I'm not gonna lie. Felix. Let's get your... Yeah, you're super adept with swords. Might as well.
I can do better now.
I hope you can.
Of course I got it. You need to butter me up.
Well, I mean, I can always butter you up and put you in an oven. Come off with a nice golden gleam. Do I need to fine tweak anything? Nah, should be fine.
Professor.
Cyril, I don't care. Ash wants to talk to us? Okay.
Hey, Professor. Did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
No you didn't.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but...
He escaped, you can get him, yeah, compare. Could ya?
Sort of. I actually decided not to make him pay for it. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
Didn't really look that old.
No, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong. And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him.
Okay, care to explain?
It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was. My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop.
I mean, if anything, that's pretty noble. You know what? I can't imagine it.
I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
You stole because you liked the cover? That seems a little weird.
Well, that was part of it. But certain books are also really valuable, you know.
True.
You'll probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato. But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing, to be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done. To leave this world better than I found it. That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him.
Oh, that's good. Are you sure that's the right thing? Yeah, I mean... Right.
I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Well... You're a good guy, so I'll give you credit where credit's due. And we're still at the beginning of the week. Casper wants to talk to us. Okay.
Hey, Professor, what's going on?
There's a suspicious man.
A suspicious man? Where? Oh, is that him? What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him.
Suspicious isn't enough to go on, sadly.
Why not? We can figure out what he's up to after we capture him. My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong. Come on, let's get him before he has a chance to strike.
You need to calm down a bit.
There's no time to calm down. I'm just gonna... Oh no. The path he's walking down leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain. If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing for him.
great. So I was...
But because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about. The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. Are you prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime?
I'll take responsibility.
No, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong. Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.
True enough. Lawrence, birthday. Or Leone. That's Lawrence. I'm wrong. Ferdinand wants to talk to us. Okay.
Hello, Professor. May I speak with you? I
Gladly.
was just wondering, what do you think of Edelgard? You seem to hold her in high esteem.
She's got a lot to learn.
Well now, that is not what I expected you to say. You clearly have high standards. And what is your opinion of me? I am at least her equal, am I not? Be honest. Do not hold back. Pretend that I am just a regular person, not the scion of a noble house.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but
You think she is better than me? I was just being modest before. Honestly, I have always prided myself on being superior to Edelgard. But evidently, that is not your perspective. I suppose there is only one thing to do. I must demonstrate my excellence.
that's not necessary at all.
Nonsense! You have entirely underestimated my abilities. You think I could ignore such a slight upon my honor? Not likely. Come, Professor.
Really hope you did.
We will begin with battle. Edelgard's skills in combat are no match for mine. I heard that just the other day, she defeated a demonic beast without assistance. Well, anything Edelgard can do, I can do better. And in half the time. Professor, you can be my eyewitness and timekeeper. Here we go! 2 at once? That's... well, it will be fine. I can't do it.
Well, you can't do it, we'll do
Saved
it.
my life. Thank you, Professor.
Ferdinand, eventually you'll get there.
Pretty good job, if I do say so myself.
That's good.
That worked out well. I'm really getting the hang of this.
Ooh, that's actually really good.
Really do this.
Okay, next up is a free day, which we're going to tackle all the events that we can do. Any supports? Not with us, at the very least. Well, anywho, I will see you guys on the next part when we tackle on the side quest that we are tasked with this month. Also, I haven't done it this way, so I'm pretty sure. Okay, I think it'll still be fine. So I'll see you guys in the next part of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. See you guys later.